All right. So, hey, everybody. Welcome to another homeowner tip. Um, Hopefully, you guys are getting some use out of these. We're kind of treating it like a scared straight program of sorts. Adam has learned a lot of things by default, by mistake of what to do and what not to do when it comes to your home, maintaining your home, taking good care of your home, these kinds of things. And this one's kind of an interesting little tidbit. A couple of weeks ago, there was a new hole, just a hole in the drywall in our family room. We could not figure out how it got there, what had occurred. We thought maybe our youngest, Asher, had hit it with his virtual reality controllers, but there was no debris. There was no drywall dust or flakes or chips or whatever you would call it, paint on the floor. So we were a little baffled by it, and I just let it go and I'll just repair the problem. I bought a little spackle and patched the hole. Again, it wasn't a hole, it didn't go all the way through the drywall, it was just an indentation basically. So I patched it and then I started digging through all the cans, all the paint cans that the previous homeowner had left behind with the hope of finding the matching paint. And I found one that I thought was correct and I showed it to Liz and she said, "Yeah, that looks like it." And of course, it turns out that that was deck stain. We don't even have that deck anymore. We now have one of those plastic, the recycled plastic decks like Trex. And I rolled it on that spot on the wall anyway. So that actually had an adverse impact on the patch I had filled. And of course, now the wall is very oily with stains. So cleaned that up, waited for it to dry, patched it again. And then I went and found the actual paint can. And this was the tip, this was the revelation. The paint can, had I looked through all of them, the paint can actually described right on the lid in Sharpie where this color sits in the house. This is the accent color on the chimney. And I thought, well, that's brilliant. If I'm going to paint, I'm going to mark up those cans with where that paint goes so that I don't have to worry about things like paint codes or matching or getting swatches, which, by the way, I may now have to do because it turns out the hole in the wall was made by the puppy. And we caught her chewing another hole in the wall in the dining room, which has a different paint color. So we'll have to start that process all over again this weekend. So the tip, now that you've listened to me ramble, is if you paint inside, outside, stain your deck, whatever the case may be, when you get those cans or buckets, and whether it's the little cans or the 1 gallons or the 5-gallon buckets, write on them with a Sharpie what the color is, basically where it is in your home. This is kid's bedroom. This is master bedroom. This is guest bathroom, whatever the case may be, so that you don't suffer the same headache that I did and will probably do again. And then, yeah, don't let your dog eat your walls. So that's the tip this time around. Hopefully that will be useful. And of course, if you guys need anything, let us know. If you want to find out more about us, you can use our text code at the bottom of the screen, text CORE to 63566. Hopefully you guys are all doing great. And we'll see you next time with the next tip of really what not to do. Learn from Adam's mistakes. See you guys.